Big tune. Mortimer.
Biggest tune. All right, moving on. Are you living a life of purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? Are you living it? Are you working towards living it? Joining us now to help us understand how we can even identify what it is before we start living it. Attorney and motivational speaker Natasha D. Main. Good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I am very well. Are you living your life on purpose there, Miss Nat?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
How did you figure out what it was? I think that's the first sticking point for a lot of people, is that they hear us talk about this living on purpose and people are like, huh, I want to figure out what mine is, but
What
they
does
don't
that
know
mean?
how.
Yeah.
I believe that it is my theory, it's my ideology that we are born with a purpose, that no one else has the purpose that God has called in this world. Like everyone who is living and breathing, there's a purpose, whether it's for you to be a storyteller like myself, whether it's to be a motivational speaker, whether it's for you to bake the finest cakes, whether it's for you to be the best real estate agent in the world, no matter what it is, the best doctor, the best lawyer, no matter what it is. There are two very important days that I said to myself, that I tell all of my clients around the world. I tell them, the day you're born and the day you figure out why. And it's the why that we need to focus on. We have the innate ability to do something better than anyone else in this world can possibly do. But guess what? Guess what happens? As we remember that little kid when we were growing up, we wanted to be Superman and we wanted to be Wonder Woman and we wanted to be all these things. Some of us wanted to be Superman and Spider-Man at the same time. Like that's how ambitious and that's how passionate we were about life. And then things happen along the way, right?
Life happened
and
along
what happens
the way.
along the way? Pardon me?
No, I said life happened along the way while we were lifing.
That is correct. So life happens. And what happens is that these things that happen, we need to learn how to do away with these things. For example, we all experience shame. We all experience guilt. We all experience pain. We all experience, no matter what it is, humiliation, rejection, abandonment. But one of the things that we need to focus on is the fact that if you focus on these things, right, you're going to suffer. And it's going to distract you from finding out what your purpose is. But if you focus on the lessons, you're going to grow into being that purposeful person. There's a part of life where we have to take responsibility for our suffering, right? Am I going to look at this divorce as a failure? Or am I going to look at this divorce as take away all the lessons, what I could have done better, right? Understand that I can't get into another relationship like this again because I saw the red flags from day one. Take a different perspective. Don't look at it as a failure. Many people looked at the COVID as a down period. I lost my job. I lost my house. I did this. I took that moment and I flipped the perspective. And I said to myself, I'm going to take this downtime and I'm going to be still. And I'm going to find out what God wants me to do more of. And I created a consulting firm to motivate people all around the world. And that was January 1st, 2020. That was a few months after the big March 2020 when everybody started experiencing COVID. So you got to be careful of the perspective that you put on your life. It's never too old to find your purpose. Some people find their purpose when they're 44 years old. The young man who found McDonald's, right? Roy Kroc.
Yeah. Oprah when she was 45. Yeah.
Martha Stewart, Vera Wang, they all found their careers in their 40s.
Yeah.
The young man, Sam Walton, was late
Walmart.
into his 40s.
Yeah. Broke as a church mouse.
Broke. He found his career after being a J.C. Penney's salesperson for decades. So we need to be careful about the mindset. We need to be careful about how the perspective we put on things. You're never too old. It's never too late. You're right on time.
How do we know?
And one of my things is,
sorry to jump in, Miss Nat, but how do we
No,
know?
you must jump in because I'm a lawyer and I'll take over your show.
We don't mind that. It's good for an interviewer. How do we know when we hit it? Because as a younger person, I wanted to be a professional footballer. I didn't want to fly plane. I didn't want to do all kind of thing. I end up in this seat. So how do you know when you hit it and say, yeah, this is where I want to be?
But do you feel like you live in your purpose?
I do.
Excellent. Okay, there you go.
You know, we have dreams in us. We have things that we wanted to be. I wanted to be a stand-up comic, right? But that is not what God wanted me to be, right? I want to be an actress, right? But that's not what God wanted to be. But when you start finding yourself to be in a position where things naturally flow, it doesn't seem like hard work, but everybody thinks you're the grandest thing ever in life. It's going to flow so easy. And you are going to know at that moment in time, which is one of the most beautiful moments in life. I know that I was born to be a motivational speaker. Being a lawyer, right, was just a part of my metamorphosis. Being a lawyer taught me how to get on stage because I'm a litigator. So I'm always in court litigating. It taught me to get on stage and be able to do impromptu speeches and impromptu comebacks, no matter what comes at me. So now that is why I'm able to get on a stage, right, without even thinking, without even preparing, and be able to master a speech, guaranteeing a standing ovation. You know you're excellent at being this host. It comes naturally to you. I can guarantee you, both of you, all you all need when you all come in the morning is the piece of paper just to know what is the direction. But you were born with this personality. You were born with this finesse. Not true?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right, Nev?
Yes.
Yes.
I put on my queen crown for you all today.
Love
you
it.
gotta remember to put on that crown. That's
Love.
what God wants us to live abundantly and purposefully.
That's right. Okay.
I hear you have a little dance
Yes.
also. That you
Yes.
you can show us or the camera
Give us a
won't
song
allow it?
first. Which song, Natasha?
I gave it to
Yeah.
here, man.
All right, go on now. Sit here. Run.
I can't hear it.
So we have to get up and
You're a
dance.
winner.
We have to get up and dance.
June. How is that?
Like it.
Lovely.
All right, Miss Nats.
Thank you.
Fantastic
Thank you so
to
much.
see you. Fantastic to see you. Stay safe and God bless you, all right? And thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Come on, motivational speaker Natasha D. Main. Still to come, we get the details on the Magnum Top Performer competition. But before that, we have second edition of News in 5 comes up in about 4 minutes. Soon come.